I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under.
Yes, it is Defenders Live on Wednesday.
Yes.
I actually didn't realize it was Wednesday. I thought today was Thursday for some really weird reason.
It's okay. I have the same problem almost every day.
And so I was just like,
I never really know what day it is until like I get home and I realize, oh, that's the day.
The thing and the stuff and
Say, wait,
things.
what am I doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got to do this and this and
And
that.
then, oh yeah, that's
I don't know why, but I've spent today in just perpetual thought it was Thursday.
Well, that's okay. Things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
It's difficult to remember.
It is. It's what happens when you get old.
I don't know about that.
Let's see here. It's Adam W. Johnson starting this off already on Twitters. I've missed the last 2 days of that DOA show. If the ghost of Doc Thompson stays true to form, tonight will be a rerun.
You're wrong.
But it's not. So,
Nope.
in your face! Boosh!
Son. Although tomorrow will be.
Tomorrow will be.
Tomorrow will be.
Yes.
But that's because we'll be doing some things
we're going to be
stuff.
at
at a thing and
a
stuff.
well, it's a
Things and stuff.
rally.
Yeah, we're gonna be at a rally.
At well, that's not
It's just
rally,
sort of,
convention,
it's a
meeting,
thing-
whatever for
thing.
the local
Some local politics.
the local Liberty Caucus.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there with them doing some things and setting up. So
we're gonna be doing some things and stuff out there.
Yes.
Tomorrow
will be a rerun.
Yes, but
And that's because nobody wants to fill in for us.
right. Nobody.
Nobody
he did ask.
I did
He did
just
ask.
call and like throw everyone out under the bus.
Yeah. Nobody signed up.
Nope. We threw a new thing out and everything.
That's
It was
okay.
like,
I mean, it's
hey,
fine. It's fine.
would you guys like
I know
to?
this is the least desirable spot on the radio show. I don't know why, but I know that's why we're here.
No.
So
Yeah.
we can always fill it.
At least we're good for something, right?
Yeah. Spot fillers.
That's it. That's it. So there you go.
Tecker, wait. How do we know this isn't a rerun? Where you say it isn't a rerun.
Have we ever said it wasn't a rerun?
No, but Doc did.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Yeah, he did a whole show that he used as a rerun. That when the very first thing said was this wasn't a rerun.
I remember that show.
That was good.
now,
That was
yeah.
good. It was fun
Yeah,
times.
no.
Yeah, no, we didn't know.
As far as you know, no, this is not
Yeah.
a rerun.
No.
And that's all that matters. Is
Yep.
that this is
This is not a rerun.
this is not a rerun.
This is not a rerun.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Anyway, the North Carolina child has died after developing a rare brain infection caused by an amoeba found in freshwater areas, according to the state officials on Tuesday.
Wait, what?
Yeah. North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services confirmed in a news release that a child, who will not be identified, died Friday after developing an illness caused by an amoeba that is naturally present in fresh water, known as the Naegleria fowleri.
Naegleria fowleri.
Yes. Which sounds kind of dirty when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
It sounds rather dirty. The child became sick after swimming in a private pond at their family's residence in central North Carolina this month.
Uh-huh.
Quote, our heartfelt condolences and sympathies are with the family and friends of the child. That is according to Zach Moore, state epidemiologist, who had said this in a release. Quote, although these infections are rare, it is important. It's an important reminder that this amoeba is present in North Carolina and that there are actions people could take to reduce their risk of infection when swimming in the summer.
Like swim in a pool?
That's probably his first start.
Swim in a pool.
Or nose plugs,
Nose plugs, swim in a pool.
things like that.
You know, don't drink the water.
Don't drink. Yeah. Well,
It's a kid, so you can't say that.
but here's the thing. Going into this, the laboratory testing for the Center of Disease Control and Prevention.
uh-huh.
You got to go the other way.
Other way?
There you go.
There you are. Sorry, I didn't know how far you were down because I've been having to do a bunch of stuff.
I know. Laboratory for the Center of Disease Control and Prevention confirmed that child sickness was caused by the Naegleria fowleri. The amoeba is not dangerous if swallowed, but it can cause sickness if it is forced up the nose, North Carolina officials said in a release on Tuesday.
Oh, so you had to breathe it in.
Basically.
Nose plugs.
Basically.
Yeah.
The Nigerial fowleri infection, called primary amoebic meningoencephalitis.
That perfect.
I
Well
know.
done. Well done.
Meningoencephalitis is actually what the proper name is, but
It didn't matter.
I tried to jeopardize it for a second to see if anybody would
No, well
giggle,
done.
and
Yeah.
nobody did it.
No, well, I'm the only one here.
I told you, I can read a shampoo bottle. I can't do much else. Initially caused headaches, fever, nausea, and vomiting. A more developed infection can cause stiff neck seizures and coma. It has a fatality rate of over 97%,
Was it what?
according to the U.S. Center of Disease and Control and Prevention.
97. 97%.
97%.
Brain eating amoeba.
Yes. Yeah. It's in North Carolina waters. It's,
In water in North Carolina.
yes.
So,
Huh?
fresh water in North Carolina.
I feel like you have something to say.
Well, okay. Fresh water in North Carolina.
There's a lot of fresh water.
There is a lot of fresh water.
lot.
And that that water could potentially have amoebas in it
It could potentially.
that can eat your brain.
Could. If you jam it onto your skull, yes. Yes, it could.
Via your nose.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, because North Carolina officials encourage people to limit the amount of water going up your nose when in fresh water, avoid digging up sediment in freshwater areas, and more to protect against the amoeba.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
97%?
97%.
97.
The fatality rate is 97%. So 97% of everybody who get this die.
97.
Yes. 3 less than 100%.
Okay.
I can do some math.
And
Uh-huh.
how much is the percentage of COVID?
What, the fatality rate?
Yeah. COVID fatality rate. How much is that?
Was like 0.3 or some goofy shit like that. 3%? I think it's 3%.
Are we going to say 3% or 3% of the ones who caught it or what?
Well, we don't know because we can't give an accurate account because no one can ever give you accurate numbers.
Because at this point right now, it's 0%.
I know it is. It is at 0%.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it just the fact that only like 147 people have been known to have this infection since 1962?
I mean, that obviously is, but the fact doesn't matter how many have gotten it. The fact of the matter is that if once you get it, there's a 97% chance of dying.
Yes.
And it is very common in fresh water, at least in North Carolina. I'm going to go and assume that it's pretty much in fresh water anywhere across the country. It just
Probably so.
happens
You
to
know,
be here that they're
They're getting hit.
they're saying something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying.
Well, so we have an amoeba
Uh-huh.
that kills you 97% of the time.
Yes.
Um,
And the only protections they have to tell you is just
don't take water up the nose.
Yeah, try to limit how much water goes up your nose. Because I know the first thing I do when I see a body of water is go, God, I have got to snort me some of that.
I need some snorting to waters.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the first thing I think
It's
of.
the very first thing I think of too.
So thank God I haven't died from it.
Right.
Because I've stopped my car in the middle of the highway. With,
Yes.
Oh God, a lake. And snorted some just to see, get that taste in the back of your throat. The North Carolina child's death comes less than a week after a California boy died from an infection from the exact same amoeba. David Pruitt, a 7-year-old in Tahoma County, California, died August 7th. So that's actually, 2 in the same year?
Yeah.
From the same thing.
From the same virus.
And they're only
from the
talking
same
about
bug.
there are 147 known
Cases.
infections of this in the United States from 62 to 2019. And
Is that
now
really
there's
the case?
2 in
though?
1 year now.
Now here's the deal, right?
Actually, in the same month.
in the same month. Is that really the case though? Is this really the case where only 104? It has to be 147 known. But is that really the actual number now? Or was it just like these kids died 5 days later and nobody knew what happened?
I don't know. I don't know. When your government decides that they can't keep numbers accurate and be honest with you and whatnot, it's kind of hard to tell anymore. I'm just saying. Amtrak over on the Twitters has nailed it. Where do I sign up for my amoeba vaccine?
Right.
At which point is the gif of
Forrest Gump is running.
I need to go run.
I gotta go run.
And he did.
Yep. Amtrak over there also answering questions back and forth between the tech crews and all the rest of it, and saying if they say that it isn't a rerun, that they won't edit it. Edit that part out when they use it for a show later as a rerun.
Or maybe we would leave it in to trick you.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they won't edit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always going to, actually,
we do the entire show. We don't cut corners here.
I think what we should do is
this is going to be the show.
Every show we do, say this is not a rerun.
From here on out.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. This is not a rerun.
Not a rerun. And yet it is a rerun. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or we could get really classy and come up with a sounder that we can throw at the beginning of the when we throw the files up, and we could say, this was previously aired. Blah blah blah.
We could be very sneaky.
But see,
about
the
that.
problem with that, the reason I don't like that idea, is because then people go, "Oh, rerun,"
previously aired rerun,
and they automatically shut it down.
Yeah, because sometimes people haven't actually seen or heard that show.
That's true too.
But they hear rerun and they're like, and
they just immediately get off of it. The other side of it too is those who. You could always find out who actually listens and pay attention the whole way through.
Because some people will comment.
They'll start commenting and tweeting like normal, and then something will catch them and go, "Oh wait, I just realized
that was like 5 months ago."
Yeah, I remember talking. Wait a minute, and then so it's a little bit of amusement on my part.
Yeah, you get to laugh.
I get to giggle a
bit.
little that you have fallen into my web. So there you go. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Adam W. Johnson. Well, I knew it wasn't a retweet since the first tweet that was read was the one that I did 10 minutes prior to air.
Or was it? You realize that technically we're on a,
3-minute delay.
Yeah, we're on a 3-minute delay. So what you're hearing right now, we've already said 3 minutes ago.
Right.
Which is really weird.
Isn't it? Oh.
When you think about it, now we can start talking about the whole timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Timey-wimey stuff.
That's right.
But
okay, so technically we're not on a 3-minute back. It's only about a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But
it's
still,
about a minute, but yeah.
But still.
Mm-hmm. Still, that's a minute.
What is being discussed at this moment, this back and forth, this pathetic, stupid...
that we're going through.
Filler, stalling.
All the rest of it.
Back and forth. By the time they hear it...
We've already passed by.
Long past it. It's our past.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they're
our past is your future.
But they're listening right now.
Right.
That's the weird
You're
part.
listening in the present, but you hear our past. And our past creates your future.
Tomorrow we're going to talk about plate tectonics. Okay. What would the world be like if it didn't shift?
Right. So,
don't forget Physics Thursday.
I thought that was Friday.
Oh, I mean, that's what I meant to say Friday, because tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Plate
Can't
tectonics.
do it. Yeah.
It's Physics Friday.
Yeah, Physics Friday.
Or we'll be talking about string theory. Get your thinking caps on, ladies and gents.
It'll be a doozy. So, President Joe Biden's National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, tried to deflect blame from the Biden administration and their lack of formal evacuation plans at all.
Of course he did.
For between 10,000 and 15,000 American citizens that are trapped in Afghanistan following a swift and dramatic Taliban blitz in the country's capital of Kabul.
Mm-hmm.
By suggesting that those who didn't plan for their own evacuation made their choice to stay.
Wow. Wow.
You want to take this one? Batter up.
I would like, yeah, I know, right?
Slugger.
So let's just so we're clear, 10 to 15,000 American citizens.
Yeah, that are currently stuck in Kabul.
Yeah, the reason they were there is because they were given government jobs. They were given jobs and sent there.
Yeah, or a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying. It was because of the government. There's no very, very, very few private, and those who are going through the private side of things, it still, in the end, comes back to some kind of funding from the government.
Yes.
Nobody is over in Kabul for nothing. They're not vacationing, okay? Just so we're clear. It's not how that goes. So they went there in one variation or another for the government, and their reason for just abandoning them is, you should have had your own exit strategy.
Yeah,
it's funny.
You should have left on your own.
You should have done this for yourself and prepared for yourself. Why would you expect the government to take care of you, considering the fact that for generations they've been trying to convince you that the government is going to take care of you? Stop being independent. Stop standing on your own 2 feet. Stop self-governing. Stop deciding whether or not you want to have a vaccine or a shot taken or not. Don't do all that. No. The government's going to take care of you in every way. But when you are stuck in a Middle Eastern country that your own government just kind of pulls out and abandons and lets these terrorists come in and take over everything. Oh, well, you should have prepared for yourself. Oh my God!
Look.
I'm pissed.
When Joe Biden got elected as president, you should have known that you needed to get out.
It should have been a warning in advance. Oh God, Joe won. I need to get the hell out of here.
You need to get out of Afghanistan. That should have been the thing. It should have been done.
Can't stay here. We need to go. It's gonna be bad.
Like, yeah, really, really. Joe won. Get out. That's what it should have been. Is that what you're saying to us?
The irony is fascinating. The entire government in every facet of every way is trying desperately to control every single segment of someone's life
and society.
Well, that's what I mean. I meant society.
Altogether,
when I say, but I mean someone. Yeah, society's life. And then turn around when they have people over there making money and doing stuff for them, then turn around and go, well, you're on your own.
You really should have thought about this.
Yeah, somebody wasn't thinking outside of the box.
You's a dummy.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me.
Yeah. The United States State Department has issued a shocking security alert.
Shocking.
To Americans still waiting to leave Kabul on Wednesday, telling them that the U.S. government, quote,
isn't going to do a damn thing. Oh, sorry. That was my quote.
That's basically
That's my quote.
That's your quote, but it's the same. Can't ensure safe passage to Hamid Karzai International Airport. End quote. And appearing to suggest that evacuation flights will be limited. And first come, first serve basis.
Yeah, that's not going to get ugly.
Oh, no, not at all. It's not going to be like any of those kids that have literally died trying to climb on the plane.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, you just might as well get comfy. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, put on the burqa.
I was say, you might as well
go full beekeeper.
Get the beekeeper outfit on, start learning Arabic, and
hang tight.
And at least pretend that you can go along with the because you're
just go along to get along until you can get out.
Either that, or you can start the very long walk to Europe.
Yeah, I was about to say to just whatever the next country is, and just keep going.
Which would be great, but then you have to work.
If you can get to Pakistan, you could probably fly out.
Yeah, but the problem with that is then you've literally illegally immigrated into another country. And and foreign entities like that don't play around, my friend.
They don't like this.
Not even a little bit.
They don't like this.
It would not be good. Yeah, the Biden administration officials admitted to senators on Tuesday that there is no formal plan to rescue the 10,000 to 15,000 Americans, mostly diplomats, contractors, and non-government organization employees, nonprofit and aid workers, and dual citizens, particularly those who are outside of the capital of Kabul. Although the U.S. military has secured the military side of Kabul's airport, allowing more than 2,000 people to be evacuated on Tuesday, the situation outside of the gates is volatile, and the Taliban soldiers have reportedly blockaded all the access to all flights.
Good.
They have every road
this is
blocked.
good.
They've got they're checking people. They're pulling people out. They're pushing, telling people to go away.
Yeah.
The Taliban has full control over the outskirts of the airport.
Isn't that fantastic?
So
That's
it doesn't matter
fantastic.
if America has stationed themselves inside of the airport
Yeah.
or in the military section of the airport. That doesn't make
Because you
any
have
difference.
to live, you have to be alive to get there in the first place, is
Right.
the point.
You have to be able to survive going through a Taliban blockade.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
That sounds great.
Doesn't it, though?
Doesn't it sound good?
Makes me happy.
Doesn't it sound awesome?
Warms the conkles of my heart.
Yeah, CNN Clarissa Ward, we talked about her the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, reportedly stood outside, just outside the airport, relayed stories of people being interrogated and beaten as they tried to flee on Wednesday, calling the situation mayhem and nuts. This was just a day after she reported that they were chanting death to America, but they seem pretty nice.
Yeah, I was going to say.
This is just the day after.
Yeah.
The day after.
But they seem friendly.
But they seem friendly. They're nice.
I mean, the beatings and whatnot are.
She continued on saying things like,
Yes,
there's no coherent system of process here.
Duh.
Yeah. Caitlin Collins, also CNN, followed up a report on the State Department, a missive by noting that the National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, blamed the victims of Afghan withdrawal debacle for sealing their own fate by not leaving sooner. You guys did it to yourself. You just
Yeah, well,
did
again,
it. Once again, you did it to yourself.
everything else
You
that
did
has
it.
gone on has been at, the government will take care of it. The government's handling it. The government's going to do this.
Uh-huh,
The government's
yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah.
So why would these people for a second have thought to have done anything for themselves? Because that's what they're used to. Don't worry, it's being handled for me. They're going to get us out of here. Blah, blah, blah. How horrible is it? It's bad enough when you have stories of the government leaving our men and women in uniform just where the hell ever and just abandoning them.
Right.
That's bad enough.
Yeah.
But now you're doing it to civilians?
Uh-huh. Not just the military, but now just regular Joes.
And now, and these people, no, but and you're, people here are still, oh, Trump was a bad man, and you're letting this guy who's not even in office, for all intents and purposes, we don't even know is actually running, may or may not be. But that's not the point. Not in office, a whole new thing, a whole new setup, and they're still letting this guy who's no longer even in politics and in the social window literally live rent-free in their brains instead of looking at the fact of what's actually going on and holding the people accountable who are actually doing this stuff. Nobody's holding the administration responsible for this.
Yeah, I know.
It's always coming back to somebody else. It's always passing the buck off to someone else. Mm-hmm. That was something that Biden said before he even got elected. He's like, oh, if I get elected, I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm going to handle this all myself. He has done nothing but blame everyone else.
Right.
Mainly
That's the
Trump,
entire
and then
thing that he's
walking
done.
it down the rest of the way.
I'm going to take the blame for this, but really it was, it was everything that Trump did.
Yeah.
Trump did it all, and I just kind of followed through. No,
Trump
you
did
didn't.
it.
No, you didn't. Every other thing that Trump put into place, you destroyed within a day. And now that this one time where it really looks bad, you're like, oh, well, I was just following Trump's idea. No, you weren't.
Yeah.
He actually had a whole other thing going on.
He actually had thought this through.
He thought it through because lie number one, the lie number one that he said was that under Trump's plan, it was going to be. That's weird. Under Trump's plan, it was going to be something like March when everybody pulled out.
Yes, because you do it gradually. You
No,
get everyone.
March. This past March.
Oh.
Lie number one. And the reason why that's lie number one is because it was based on the Taliban's response. And the moment that he tried to pull people out and they went ahead and surged forward and then he had to bomb a bunch of shit
Yeah.
was the same time he decided, okay, I guess I can't do that fast.
Yeah. And he learned.
And he learned. And now you have Joe Biden just ripping everybody out and deciding that everything's going to go.
All the important people and stuff, leaving equipment, leaving civilian lives. But no. He's still an amazing president. Better than Trump. Better than anybody else has been there other than Obama.
Yeah, other than whatever
Come on
it is.
now.
Yeah.
This is Defenders Live.
Mojo Buckeye over on Twitter. I bet if you put a reward for 20 pounds of coke per saved American, Hunter Biden would have saved them all Rambo style.
Pretty sure. Pretty dang certain right there.
They left me alone.
They left
me. I don't know.
They left me alone. I'm gonna go in there and save them.
Amtrak over on Twitter also. So, how can you blame Trump when you did it differently than Trump would have done it?
Because.
And he makes a very, very good point.
Yeah, because.
Because stuff and things
Yeah.
and stuff. Yay.
Because.
So.
Wow. I don't know what that is.
No, and that's
Somebody
That
dropped
didn't-
it. Yeah, never mind. Awesome. Well played, John.
Well played.
Sean. That's good.
Radio broadcaster Jack Morris of the Detroit Tigers baseball team has been suspended indefinitely after he used a stereotypical Asian accent during a team broadcast.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Morris, who's employed the racist accent during the broadcast of the game between the Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. He was discussing the Angels baseball star Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei.
Shut up.
You were in Japan.
I know, but I'm not thinking of it right now. I was trying to get through it. Japan. Shohei Ohtani. He's from Japan. His obviously the video of his comments is circulated widely there all over the medias. Morris faced backlash immediately online after the comments. Quote, no matter whether they mean it or it was just so ingrained that they didn't intend maliciousness, it's time to deplatform announcers like Jack Morris and Bob Brenly who say thoughtless, stupid, racist stuff and thus propagate more thoughtlessness. hold people to higher standards, tweeted sports journalist Andrew Bagarley.
Chink in the armor.
Now we're blocked. Thanks. Morris later apologized to the Asian community during the 9th inning of the frame. Quote, I sincerely apologize if I offended anybody, especially anybody in the Asian community, end quote.
I'm not.
Why?
I'm not.
Why?
Not going to apologize for that.
When
What did he actually do?
Just because he mocked an accent?
We mock accents all the time.
Like, it doesn't matter.
And we do them poorly on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Don't ask me to do Russian.
Yeah, right. That sounds like...
It does. When did mocking somebody become a bad thing? Let's be honest about this. You have the audacity to turn around and say junk to people's face in the most horrifically way possible, but yet you can't make a joke about it? You can't laugh at it? You can't be stereotypical about it? I get it.
I'm pretty sure
I've
seen a whole bunch of people that make fun of America all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And they are here in America, which is really weird.
Yeah, and then like people in different countries that make fun of America.
Yeah, but that's in other countries. You can't do that anything over here. I'm talking
Well,
about
that's
the
what I'm
ones
talking
who
about.
come from over there to here and
Yeah.
still make fun of us.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's completely fine. Oh, no, they're immigrants. They don't understand.
Yes, they do. They understand humor.
It's not even humor. They understand that they have freedom of speech.
And so they're okay saying the things.
And they're not afraid of any of your crap. Like, that's the point of it. I don't see what the problem is. Now, if he was sitting there being overtly racist, as in, just saying kill all Asians and
Something like that. Yeah, that's different.
Being like that,
That's different.
then that warrants an apology. That warrants being suspended. That warrants everything else. I'm sorry, but no. Because how dare you? You can't even sit and mimic somebody.
Right.
You can't.
It's like if all he did was exactly Mojo Buckeye. If all he did was like, what did he say? Blah blah blah. 'Cause you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, what are you gonna do?
Holy cow! Look at what he did.
Holy cow! It's Shohei Otani.
I drive a Toyota.
Like that.
If that's what he did, screw it.
Like that again. Now, if he did that, go,
I'm going to kill all of the Asians, because I can do that.
like if something like, okay, then fine.
All right, fine.
We have a problem that we
a
need
little
to
bit there,
address.
Yeah. But even then, if he was going to say that, he wouldn't say it with that accent. Because if he didn't
Why not?
if he didn't like
if
him, he
people
wouldn't
are this butthurt over using an accent, that would technically be adding insult to injury, would it not? Not only did he threaten the Asian community, but he did it in an Asian accent. Quote, Bailey Sports Detroit is extremely disappointed in the remarks analysis Jack Morris made during last night's Tigers game. Jack has been suspended indefinitely from the Tigers broadcast and will be undergoing bias training to educate him on the impact of his comments and how he can be a positive influence in a diverse community.
Got a
End
question.
quote. Sure.
Question was, so you suspended him indefinitely, but that means he's fired.
Pretty much.
But you're also trying to force him to take training? For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Because apparently it's their responsibility to rehabilitate him before he goes back out into the
He
civilian world.
has no responsibility to you anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying? You're trying to force him to stay as an employee even though you're not going to pay him?
No. I mean, if he'd have turned around, and I'm thinking too, like, what if he just said a joke? Talking about the guy from Japan, like, hey, he plays baseball as good as he drives.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, that would be stereotypical. That would be borderline, okay, racist. I mean, it's still funny
here,
as
let's
hell.
see. Let's see.
Now what do you do with Shohei Otani?
Be very, very careful.
That's all he did.
Well,
Be very,
folks,
very careful.
Shohei Otani has come to the plate, and it's been brought to my attention, and I sincerely apologize if I
Wow.
offended anybody, especially
Hold
anybody
on.
in the end.
Hold on. One more time. For those in the back.
Now what do you do with Shohei Otani?
Be very, very careful.
That's even a really bad version of it. Like, that's a really bad accent.
Screw that. I wouldn't have gone back.
If that's what got him fired,
Yeah.
which is what this is what got him fired. He got fired for that.
Yeah. Screw it then. I'd have collected my junk, walked out with a middle finger in the air.
Yeah.
Because again, he didn't do anything. Like, that's not anything wrong. Again, the stuff that we were implying that he did
Would have been worse.
was far worse.
Yeah.
All he said was, be very, very careful. So?
And he could have been playing Elmer Fudd at that point. Be very, very quiet.
He just has a deep voice. It's stupid. Of all the things going on, literally, as we just talked about, there are, up to 15,000 people in Afghanistan right now.
Stuck.
Who may...
Americans.
Who risk or very likely could possibly get killed.
Risking their lives.
Murdered.
Yeah. Going to die.
And that, we're not worrying about that. We're not worrying about the administration to put them in that situation. None of that. No. What we're worried about is about an announcer who said, be very, very careful.
Really badly, too. Like, really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. Like, it was a bad job. Like, bad times.
It's just so dumb. Amtrak over on Twitter, what happened as soon as Chris Tucker got into the cab at rush hour 2? The cab, I don't drive your kind. Tucker, what, black? Cab driver. No, American. Yeah.
Same thing.
Close enough. Yeah.
Much.
Even it made Mojo Buckeye over there. He sounds like Elmer Fudd. I mean, it could have easily been past that, but no, they went that way because, and we know we didn't. Okay, let's be honest.
We know he was trying to do.
We all know it. We're not. We can't try to excuse it away.
We can't ignore that portion.
We're not going
of
to
it.
try and lawyer it away. But
No.
at the same time,
It was a very bad attempt.
there was nothing that was done wrong. And if you're going to turn around and fire the man, because again, that's what suspended indefinitely means.
Yeah, that's firing.
I would not.
You will never ever do this again.
I would literally clean my desk out instantly and walk the hell out. I'd screw you. Screw your sensitivity training. Here, just take it all and just
Kind of like the Swedmas Prime over there on the Twitters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Them, you're fired, but you've got to go to sensitivity training first. Me,
Finger.
bunches of middle fingers everywhere.
All the fingers all over the place. So, speaking of giant middle finger.
Hands.
Speaking of a giant middle finger, I got a video for you.
I know.
Yeah, I know you do.
He's right.
Who's right?
We've had troops there for 20 years. They fought. They sacrificed. Their families sacrificed so that we wouldn't have a terrorist attack in America planned in a foreign country. Why should our soldiers be fighting radicals in a civil war in Afghanistan? We've got our own on Capitol Hill.
Did
What?
yeah? Do I need to put that back a little bit?
Stephen Colbert, what?
Foreign country. Why should our soldiers be fighting radicals in a civil war in Afghanistan? We've got our own on Capitol Hill.
I mean, he's to a point, he's right.
Yeah,
America,
the politicians in Capitol Hill.
America
those are
is in a
radical.
very cold civil war right now. There's a lot on.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, that's not a secret.
Right.
But he's talking about the troops and stuff in Afghanistan,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
he's comparing-
He doesn't want them fighting over there, but he wants them
Here,
on American soil fighting against American citizens.
killing American citizens. He wants them here killing American citizens instead of over there.
Huh?
Yeah. That's what I get from it.
I was gonna say I'm picking up on that too. He seems
he
to
wants our military
very
over
much be
here.
advocating for military intervention at the highest level, not just National Guard, but full-blown military
Yeah.
against people that he doesn't agree with.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue on here.
Then Biden pointed out
Hold on. Biden has never pointed out anything in his life.
And also, they clapped.
I know. But if you listen to the clap, some of them are like, yeah, hey, wait, yeah, whoa, wait. Some of them got that. Some
Yeah,
of
they
them are
caught it.
like,
Yeah.
Then Biden pointed out the U.S. did everything we could for the Afghans.
We gave them every tool they could need.
hold on, stop. Yeah, we did. We left it all when we pulled our guys out.
No. Okay. Hold there.
No, we did. We
Yeah,
left them everything.
I gotcha on that point. But
Humvees and helicopters and guns.
we got another story on that we're going to hit on later today.
Well, we all knew that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. No. Okay.
That's where we left
We're
them.
going to pause right here because of this at this one point. Okay?
Go to your concession stands, get some popcorn.
Yeah, no. Don't do that. No, we're just pausing on the video.
It's not an intermission.
No, not an intermission. Because of this one factor, we may have given them everything, but we also paid them an exorbitant amount to stay in the military.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Like, they were the highest paid military force on the planet.
Yeah, they didn't want to do anything.
They didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be in the military. But they said, "Oh, America's willing to pay us to fight. Okay, sure. We were going to fight these guys anyway. Eventually, one on one. So I might as well get paid to do it.
Yep.
As long as America's here, at least I'll get paid, and my family will be supported." That's why they had the military that they had. Yeah, I'm not going to say that they weren't brave, because they lost 50,000 people.
Yep.
Over the course of, the past couple of years. They lost, the Afghan military lost 50,000 people. We lost like 2.
Yeah.
Over the course of the past 7 years. We lost 2 people in Afghanistan. Nowhere else. In Afghanistan.
Yeah, I know.
To war, we lost 2 people.
Yeah, well, we're not actually at war.
With terrorism.
Oh, but that's a generic thing.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't have to go to Congress to file papers for that.
But they did, originally.
Nah, not for...
The Bush did.
Yeah, but that was a matter of formality, because it was against the thing. Like, it wasn't an actual war.
Right. Declaration of war against terrorism.
Yeah, it's against terrorism. It was
terrorism.
Yeah, and they all like, oh yeah, no, we could go behind that because we ain't got to do nothing.
Right, we can just let you go out there and fight. So anyway, we trained them. We gave them everything. We paid them an exorbitant amount. They didn't have a single person that was trained on how to maintain the equipment.
Nope.
They didn't have a single person that was set up and designed to actually take lead when we left.
Yeah.
And they didn't have money to pay for them after we left.
Nope.
The force was a phantom force.
And that was our military.
It was basically us.
We were paying another country to have our military be there.
Right. We trained them. We set them up. We made a brand new military section. We made the American, it was the U.S. Army Afghanistan is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that Joe Biden thought that these guys were just going to stand and keep going.
Here's the thing.
They weren't going to get paid.
Well, and it's not just that. Like, you can't try to go and govern other countries and try and push, freedom, which, one, America doesn't have.
Yeah, we don't have.
We don't have it.
We don't have
we have the idea. A lot of people hold on to the dream and the idea of when everything what it used to be, but we don't have freedom. Let's be completely honest. We have a little bit, but not near what we try to espouse anymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay?
No.
But with all that being said, you can't go to a foreign country where people who've spent generations upon generations upon generations, some going back to the beginning of time, where they have never lived in freedom, and then turn around and expect these people to just magically accept it and know what the hell's going on. The founding of America and stuff, that was one of the reasons why it started with the Pilgrims, when it started with the Pilgrims coming over, and most of them, if not all of them, at least for the good portion of it, was, they were Christians. They were escaping because of faith. At that point, that's the only reason why America was ever able to start to begin with. Had it been any other demographic of any other group of people, it would have failed, and it would have failed miserably.
Just like it has every other time.
Because at least then they had a level of morality. They had God in front of them. They had a standard of living that they were trying to uphold and maintain, and it was understood and
up until that point, up until the point of the Americans not the Americans, but until the colonies actually formed.
Yeah.
Every other group that came to the Americas
that tried
died.
Yeah, that tried
they
any
died.
other thing, they died.
They tried to conquer. They tried the conquesting. No, they died.
They even tried the socialism and the communism. All of that stuff.
It died.
But it landed and worked because there was actually a standard. Now, I'm not saying that, because there are some people who are atheists who are like, well, I don't think God had a hand. And that's fine of it. The fact of the matter is that Christianity and their belief system gave them a structure that everyone was on the same page and in the same mind.
Right.
And that is actually the key. When you have all these other groups, everybody has something that they may have initially a common goal, but in the end,
they don't. They really don't.
At the end of the day, what do I get out of it? What is my
benefit? It's always about
me.
me.
Exactly.
And Timothy.
Timothy. But that's where it's at. It's just, oh my God. And
Anyway,
I'm going to keep going on, but no.
We paid their salaries, provided for the maintenance of their Air Force.
Yeah.
We gave them every chance to determine their own future. What we could not provide them was the will to fight for that future.
Just a thought.
Stop.
so
Can I throw in something
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick?
Before Colbert go,
Yeah. Before Colbert, he just opens his mouth and
keeps going.
goes stupid.
Yeah.
They were in their own, they were fine. The only reason why we technically went in there in the first place was because of what happened on 9/11.
And well, they weren't fine, okay?
No, but I'm saying
weren't fine.
No, but they were doing their own thing, okay? We can't sit here again and impose democracy or
We can't
anything like
impose
that
our own ideas of what's
onto a
gonna
nation that has been living their entire existence in a completely different way.
Yeah.
When
Now-
they're not ready for it. That was forcing that on them. And you can't
it's-
expect that to take.
Right. Ideology takes a long time to manifest.
To build on, to
And it has
trial
to be,
and error.
It has to be a slow function. It has to be a slow build. If it's not a slow build, then it's placed upon it's fake.
It was almost 100 years between, the Pilgrim's Landing and the founding of America.
Almost, yeah.
Like, that's how
it was
long
a slow build
It
up.
takes time to kind of go, oh, this works, this doesn't work. Let's do it this way. Let's not
that
do it
didn't
this
work.
way.
Oh, that entire place died. Let's not do what they did.
Yeah, don't do what they do.
Don't do what they did.
It's just, this is insanity.
Well, this works here, but this doesn't. Okay, good. And back and forth.
Yeah, you can't, again, they were, and all of the Middle East is like that. Every other country has their own stuff that they have been doing their way for years. Now, should we intervene with our allies if, something happens against them directly as a shine of force from some other country? Like if somebody tries to invade Israel? Absolutely. We need to be there with bells on.
That was actually not only a promise, but that was a guarantee.
I know, but I'm just, in general.
Yeah.
Should we do it for allies when it happens? Absolutely.
Because they're allies.
Any other reason?
No.
No.
Are they allies of ours? No.
Then sorry, I'm not getting in the middle of your crap.
And if you say that it's because you need to get in good relations with OPEC, shove it up your ass.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Maybe we should have checked with the Afghan army if they had the will before we gave them the tools and the weapons, because now the Taliban has the will and the weapons. And the former Afghan army soldiers are at home rubbing Miracle Grow on their face, trying to squeeze out a beard by dawn. And in the end, Biden argued that whenever we pulled out, the Taliban would have taken over.
The events we're seeing.
How does he know that?
What? How did Joe Biden know that?
Yeah, that they were going to take over. I mean, we all know that they would have tried. Because they
would
did
definitely try. Yeah.
They did it with Trump. So I give him that part of it.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, that was the idea. Okay, so
if your plan was successful, if you were watching this going, hey, you guys, because the line America should have stopped at was, wait a minute, we have to pay you
for you to
defend
fight
your own
people?
country?
All right, I guess we're out.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Not on our dime.
You obviously don't want it that badly.
You obviously don't like it.
Yeah.
It's obviously not a thing that you care for.
So high five, here's a nickel, and get the hell out of there.
High five, you know what? If you need something and you want to actually learn how to defend yourselves, okay, we'll come back. But otherwise, bye-bye.
It's just so irritating to me that... And like I said, there's no accountability to the guys who actually are responsible for this.
No.
We shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Mm-mm.
And now it's Vietnam, it's Korea, all over again. All over again.
Iraq,
it was completely
Iran,
pointless. It was there. Yeah, there was
Afghanistan.
no reason to have been there. And then we try and push our will onto the people of Afghanistan. That's not what they know.
There was one reason to go there.
Oil.
No, there was one reason to go there, and it was to go kill the terrorists.
Yeah,
that was the one reason. We went and we killed what we thought was their leader.
Yeah,
and we should have left.
Yeah,
and when they came back, we go and kill them again, and then we leave.
See, that's the problem with America. If you look at this, look at how they're doing with COVID. Look at how they're doing with how they did this. Everything is all in an attempt to try and secure some kind of protection where nothing bad will ever happen to
blankets.
you.
Giant protection. It's a giant weighted blanket.
It's a pillow fort.
Right.
That's what it is.
But
You hide under your woogie inside of your pillow fort, and you just hang out there, and everything's fine.
It's all good.
And all the bad stuff stays out there, and that's it. And they've bribed them. They've tried to train these people into something they didn't want.
Yeah.
All of these things, it just doesn't work.
Nope.
And you're not going to get rid of it. You're not going to make it go away. Bad things are going to happen. This is a corrupt, horrible world. Humanity is a horrible creature.
Yeah. Sin, falling short.
All that jazz. Okay?
We're pretty terrible folks.
Doesn't mean that that we don't try, but it's by the grace of God that we try. It's by the grace of God we get anywhere.
It's by the grace of God that we're alive.
Yeah. So you
think about that for just another second. Just one additional second. One additional second.
Yeah, hold on. Now that's 3 additional seconds.
More seconds.
Okay.
More seconds is.
More of the seconds.
In many ways, humanity is worse than the worst devil that you can think of. Mm-hmm. The worst demon that you can think of. The worst unimaginable hell that you can think of. Humanity, first off, we had to think of it.
Yeah.
How bad are we that we can imagine that? Yeah. And now that you've imagined it, realize that came from you.
Yeah.
It didn't, that was you.
Yeah.
It came from you.
Amtrak over there on Twitter, didn't Joe Biden shortly beforehand say that there was no way that the Taliban would take over?
Yeah, actually he did.
He did.
He did. And he also said the intelligence shows that it would take at least 9 weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like 9 weeks.
No, it looked like 6 days.
Yeah.
6 days. And that's the funny part is, everybody's talking about how could the intelligence be so bad? How could this go? It wasn't the intelligence being bad.
No.
That had nothing to do with his decision. His decision was in complete opposition of everyone.
Yeah.
Except for those people, those like 3 people around him that control everything he does. His decision, the decision of the administration, was in complete opposition from everyone. That's why even Democrats are going against him now.
Yeah. Yep. Not one bit of this was made sense. Why it was thought to, let's just pull them all out of there. Yeah, because, a terrorist organization that has been chomping at the bit to take over forever.
Ever. Literally sitting around doing nothing, waiting patiently.
Waiting. And you just, then it's not going to be fine. It's going to be fine. You know what I mean? Again, going back to the beginning, Afghanis were handling their own stuff in their own way. Would we agree with how it's handled? Would we have done? No, but we're not them. That's how they've done it. That's how they've lived their life. And to just walk in there one day and go, no, you're doing it wrong. You need to be brave. Well, why should I be brave? I have no reason to be brave.
There's no reason to be brave. I can just do this and survive.
Yeah. I don't have time to be brave. I'm living in mortal fear.
Yeah. I'm living in fear for my life, sir.
Everything is being completely taken over. Oh, by the way, I'm living in a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Food and water are scarce.
Oh, look, it's the king. How can you tell it's the king? Because he's not covered in shit.
That's it. That's it. It's so sad. Neurodivergent slug over on Twitter. Humans have the capacity to imagine great doings and act on the deepest depravities. Exactly.
Yep.
Imagination is an amazing thing.
Yeah. And that's why it's one of those things where I'm looking at it like, okay, all of the sexual things and all the like transgender things and all the things that are going on and everything that's happening. You look at that and you're like, that's part of your own depravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not casting judgment on you. It's just what that is.
It is what it is.
I mean, my depravity is different than your depravity.
But it's still deep and disgusting.
Exactly.
Nice to say knee over on Twitter. Are we surprised that the same government who gave us 15 days to flatten a curve went from 9 weeks to take over to 3?
No,
no, that
not
actually,
at all. Yeah, that's
that
actually
makes
perfect. Yeah, it works.
perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense.
What also makes perfect sense is going to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Oh, AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yes, you go there for historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time that you put it into your mouth. Excuse me.
Unlike that cough.
I need another drink of it.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
do,
problem.
apparently,
My
yeah.
throat was getting dry.
Yeah.
Go to webmojo50.com. That
Yeah.
is mojo50.com. Check out the other awesome hosted shows over there. So many other better, talented, and, people are better together over there. Anyway, mojo50.com is where you get Libertarian Talk Radio 24/7.
Yep.
Go to our website, doaeshow.com.
Oh, that's the DOAshow.com?
It is. You can
Oh.
go over there. You can check out the archives. You can check out something on the shop.
Go to the Dear Defender section, and if you need advice about something, you can ask us.
Yes, any type of an existential quandary that may be bothering you currently, just throw it up there and we'll give our advice on Friday.
Yep.
Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves and Mojo50. Get your tweets in. We'll be right back.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. It's my birthday.
Oh, I still have time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not my birthday, but it's Amtrak's birthday. So that's good. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
You're not putting your ears or anything? You're just going to stand there?
Because I'm debating if I have to go back.
Right. You got like
I've got until I'm done.
35 seconds.
I've got until I'm done.
You got 35 seconds, Seth.
Well, you're going to have to handle it on my own.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You're going to have to.
You shouldn't have gone. You broke the dam.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, but it was one of those. I didn't break the dam.
It was going to explode.
Explode, and that's a mess I don't want to clean up.
Oh. All right. Fine. Fine.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
Yeah, for all those people that are just wondering, since you're watching on the videos, no, Dylan hasn't left. He is he fell into the toilet. He'll be back in a few minutes. I think he's making sweet, sweet love to the bathroom. It's fine. He'll be okay. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. But if he doesn't show up in 5 minutes, we're gonna send somebody in there to find him. That's all I know. He probably went spelunking, something like that. Amtrak over there on the Twitters. Hashtag on yourselves. It's my birthday. Buy some Mojo gear or some other Mojo related show crap. You know, pictures, or it didn't happen. I appreciate that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I appreciate you. Amtrak also saying, shame on you at Stephen Harry for using the word intelligence in that close of a proximity to Joe Biden, especially when it's preceded by when it isn't preceded by a negative like no or not. I'm sorry. I should have prefaced it. I really should have, but it's okay. Anyway, a hospital in Washington state has reportedly removed multiple sick patients from its transplant wait list over their decision to not receive the coronavirus vaccine. I'm going to give you a second to catch that up again. Yeah, the conservative Seattle radio host Jason Rantz reported on Tuesday that the University of Washington Medical Center has kicked several patients off of its organ transplant list in recent months, citing an unofficial policy requiring transplant patients to be vaccinated against the pathogen. They have to be fully vaccinated or else you can't get a transplant. Fully vaccinated or you can't get a transplant. Can't get an organ that you need to save your life.
But you have to get a shot that
You got to get a shot. You got to get jabbed. You got to get the jab that might kill you.
That might kill you.
Especially if you need an organ.
It doesn't protect you.
Especially if you need an organ.
Yeah. Let's see. Which is more important?
Needing the organ.
Which is more important? A heart transplant
or
the
jab? Apparently to this hospital, the jab.
Well, here's the thing is you kind of can't get the jab if you're dead.
Right.
Okay? Arguably.
Right. Arguably.
So I would, again,
Right. Yes.
I would kind of start there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to push the agenda of having, to get the jab and all that jazz, and it's so important and blah, blah, blah. And, humanity's very existence depends on it and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Right. They have to be alive to get it.
Their life depends on them getting these organs.
Yeah.
The funny thing about having a dead or dying organ is you actually become immunodeficient. Really? In a lot of ways.
Really?
Yeah, like you start having problems.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It causes issues and it makes it so you get sick easier.
Oh,
when you have organ failure, these things don't really go very well. And it makes it to the point to where you might be susceptible to not only getting sick, but if you do things like, take the vaccine, it could make it worse.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, one of the patients, Derek Kovic, is a 41-year-old man in need of a liver transplant. Not an alcoholic.
Yeah, no, it happens.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Just
yeah.
goes to poop.
The hospital informed Rance, Derek informed Rance that the controversial hospital policy last week, and then shortly afterwards, another patient, 64-year-old Sam Allen, came forward with his own story.
Wow.
Allen, who suffered from a litany of heart-related medical conditions, told Rance he had been on the hospital wait list for a heart transplant for more than 2 years.
Wow. And now that...
But in June...
Huh.
In June, after doctors discovered that he was unvaccinated and had no plans to change that, he was informed that he would no longer be in line for a transplant.
I'd be going to another hospital.
No, actually, I'd be one. It'd be a lawsuit.
Oh, no, that's for sure. But I'm saying I'd be going for... You have to kind of live again in order to fight
and then
that.
you go to another hospital and say, look, I've
and-
been on a wait list for 2 years with this hospital. They kicked me out because I didn't have a vaccine.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That again, the whole point of a hospital is to treat sick people. It's the goal used to be to keep people alive.
Right. That was the whole thing.
So these
everything
people
you
that
can
are
to
on
keep
wait
people
lists,
alive.
which are going to now die for sure, the longer they have to wait, the
Right.
chances of dying, jump exponentially. Chances of them dying are growing every day, and you're going to just keep on with that because they're not getting the jab.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you're not a hospital.
Right.
You're a death panel, literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Alan, the gentleman who needs a heart, said, quote, "The cardiologist called me."
What did he call you?
And,
Sorry.
and we had a discussion, and he informed me that, well, you're going to have to get the vaccine to get a transplant. And I said, well, that's news to me, and nobody's ever told me that before. He said, yeah, that's our policy.
Yeah, you can't do that. Now, a hospital may set that up as a policy, but I would assume that this guy's been kind of waiting for a while.
Grandfathered in?
Yeah, so there should be from this moment on, anybody else coming behind it
if you're on the list, you need to have
the jab.
Yeah.
Like that you can do. You can't sit here and retroactively, set that back and go, oh, no, everybody who's on the list has to get it. Because that could be a lot of people.
Yeah. After he refused, the hospital sent him a letter in June informing him that he had been pulled from the United Network of Organ Sharing waitlist.
Wow.
For a heart.
Wow. Yeah, I'd be...
so he no longer has a doctor.
Wow.
Hey, you got nothing, dude.
This is going to get ugly.
This is going to get bad.
I mean, it's already ugly, obviously, but this is...
Currently, the hospital has they didn't deny the allegations of rejecting people.
Okay.
However, they reject the notion that an official policy is on the books because it's not. It's not an official policy.
You can't put it on the books anyway. And again, even if you did, even by normal policies of anything,
you can't kick somebody out.
You can't be retroactive.
Yeah.
It's from this point forward, not this, any new people coming in after this date. That's how it always has to be. You can never actively set up something like that and then expect it to fly.
Yeah.
These people are already on the list, and who knows how far down that list this guy might have been.
Yeah.
And now he's down at the back of the list again.
Right.
I'd be suing the hell out of this hospital.
He's not just at the back of the list. He's not even on the list.
Well, I'm saying eventually he's going to get back on through another doctor or through another hospital or through another situation.
Right,
or
but he's
whatever.
going to be at the back, yeah.
But he's going to be on the back.
And the funny thing is, it's not just the hospital's list. This is a United Network of Organ. This is a universal thing.
Well, no. The hospital sent him a letter.
Yet saying that they kicked him off the list. But the list isn't just the hospitals.
No, that he had been pulled. They pulled him. No. So what happened? This wasn't the organ place didn't do it.
No. The hospital did it.
The hospital went to the organ people and said, yeah, don't worry about it. He doesn't need a heart.
That's what I'm saying.
Pulled his name off the line.
His name got pulled.
It was the hospital. It wasn't these guys.
That's not what I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say that.
I'm saying that the hospital pulled his name off of an international list.
Yeah.
An international list that's shared everywhere that has all the information necessary. So if something should happen where his stuff matched up with somebody that died, he would get it.
Yeah, they pulled him out of the list, and now he's going to be back on the
at the very bottom.
That's all over again.
Yep. 2 more years, 3 more years, 5 more years of waiting.
Yeah.
If he can.
Yeah.
If he can.
Yeah. Amtrak, that's very cute. The Hippocratic Oath, quote, I solemnly swear to do no good for anyone else's health until they have received the jab, end quote. No, wait, that's the doctor's Hippocratic Oath. My bad.
Yeah, that's the correct.
And it's
doctor.
funny is they don't actually say the Hippocratic Oath anymore.
Yeah.
They don't swear
They don't
It's
swear
not-
by it anymore.
They haven't done that for years.
That's not a thing.
Nope.
Like doctors don't that used to be a thing. After you graduated as a doctor, you'd swear on the Hippocratic Oath and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and Adam W. Johnson, I thought that taking anti-rejection meds completely wiped out the effectiveness of the jab. So once you get the transplant, what's the point?
Exactly. There is no point. You have to take the
This is
anti-rejection. You
the
have to take
stuff-
the anti-rejection stuff and all the rest of it.
This is the stuff that doesn't make sense to me. This is why I don't understand. It's not even the fact of whether or not COVID is an issue.
Yeah.
That's a whole different subject. The question I have, the part that bothers me the most out of all this is why is it that they are so adamant about having this vaccine? Why?
Doesn't matter.
What is in it? Why are they pushing it? What the hell is going on? Something isn't right, and I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out, but I want it changed. I want to understand because it doesn't make sense.
No.
Like you said, once you get the medications, the anti-rejection medications, it's going to be pointless. So why do you insist on getting it then?
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on.
Well, the hospital spokesperson, Susan Gregg, made a claim. She said that physicians make a determination regarding the vaccine recommendations and requirements, including COVID-19 vaccines, based on the risk factors of the individual patient and degree of immunosuppression they will experience.
Again,
this is literal full-on immunosuppressant. He would full immunosuppressant.
Yeah.
If he got that thing today, by tomorrow, he wouldn't be in his system anymore.
He'd be fine.
Like, no, I'm saying the heart would be in there.
Well, yeah,
but the vaccine wouldn't.
Yeah.
It'd be gone.
It'd be gone because it would all be
Anti-rejection meds.
Yeah. So then you have to turn around and give it to him again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And after today, I found out you're going to have boosters.
Again. Every 8 months.
Every 8 months.
Every 8 months. Not even every year. Every 8 months, you got to get a booster shot now. Everybody that has a COVID shot.
You enjoy that.
Have fun.
I have antibodies and immune system. I'm fine.
I'm good with it. Not getting the shot, that is.
Nope.
Nope. Not getting that booster. Nope. Kind of in the same vein here.
Yeah. I see what you did there with doctors and shots and veins and stuff. An Alabama doctor announced that he will not be treating unvaccinated patients who fall victim to a COVID-19 diagnosis because he doesn't want to watch them die like that, end quote.
Say it again.
He doesn't want to treat unvaccinated patients who fall victim to a COVID-19 diagnosis because he doesn't want to, quote, watch them die like that.
You're in the wrong business, buddy. You took the wrong job. Flat out. Wrong job.
I don't want to smell like fry grease all day, but I'm going to work at McDonald's. It's like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Dr. Jason Valentine, a physician at the Mobile's Diagnostic and Medical Clinic and Infirmary Health
in Alabama,
made the announcement in a since deleted Facebook photo of him pointing at signs that read, quote, effective October 1st, 2021. Dr. Valentine will no longer see patients that are not vaccinated against COVID-19, end quote. In the post that he shared with on his personal Facebook page, he wrote, quote, if they ask me why, I told them COVID is a miserable way to die and I can't watch them die like that, end quote.
You're a doctor. And there's no reason for them to die of COVID.
I think you need to pull the picture up.
Oh, we got to pull the thing. We need the graph. Don't
why
we?
you don't have that on standby?
I mean, I just didn't think about it. I'm sorry. My fault. You know.
While he's pulling that up, I mean, that makes a good point. Like that's as a doctor, your job is to try and save people.
Yeah, that's your job.
It has a 90 on the liberal side of things. It is a 97% recovery rate. As of right now, the what do they have on there? Let's see. As of the 20, it went away.
Hold on.
You got to change it.
Yeah.
As of the 21st,
Let's see. So we're here. All right. So, as of the 14th.
Well, it goes to 20. Well, I guess 21st is.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, as of the 14th.
This is deaths.
We
got 0.01.
Yeah.
0.01. 0. 0. 0. 0.02. 0.04. 0.07. 0.08. 0.24.
And that's on the 75 and plus.
Yeah, and this is out of 100,000.
Yeah. So again, when you rank it at 300 million people in the country,
it's like 20 people.
More or less.
It's 24 people died.
It's all
24 out of everyone. Out of everyone, 24 people died.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
They're not. It's not a don't get me wrong. When these people have to, there's nothing you could do from it. Yes, that is a very sad thing. It is a miserable thing to watch, and I understand that.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, one, you're a doctor. That's what you signed up for, Chief.
Yep.
That's like going, I want to be a doctor and save people, but I don't want to deal with blood.
Sorry. Sorry. That's all I got for you is sorry at that point.
Doesn't work that way.
And then you get these numbers here, right?
Just for even the cases.
Just here's your case number. Here's the spike.
From first of the year.
Here's the spike. Here's our spike now. Yeah. And that's it. That's the highest it'll be. This is the highest it's going to be.
And probably till the wintertime when they're going to conflate the flu.
Conflate the numbers.
The flu and COVID together is what they're going to do.
And they're talking about how all these kids are getting sick and kids are getting sick. And it's true. There are more kids that are showing signs of having the either the antibodies or whatever in their system.
Yeah.
Some of which are sick.
Yeah.
But they're not bad. It's not like they're dying from it. It's not like they're actually hurt by it. It's just being sick, normal sick.
Yeah. But we can't be just normal sick anymore. Everything
but these
comes
are just,
back to
these
COVID.
kids are just normal sick.
Yeah, but I'm saying everything comes back to COVID. That's the thing. They're so hell-bent on pushing this, and everything is COVID. Everything is going to kill you. Everything is dangerous. Da-da-da-da-da. And again, and you can't do anything on your own, but you know what? The government isn't going to help you either.
Everything is COVID. Sorry.
Yeah, the government's going to take care of you unless you're in a foreign nation.
Right.
And they do something
COVID.
And they do something stupid, and you're left there to die. It's not as catchy as the original
No, it really
song.
isn't. Yeah.
Sucks.
And I'm sorry, Paige. We're not trying to scare you. We're definitely not trying to scare you. But we need
No.
You just need to know, well, yeah, he is. But you do need to know the information.
That's what I'm saying. You need to be scared. And you need to be scared enough to make an action and do something.
Do something else.
Like be driven to do a homework and vote the right people in on a local level. This is the kind of stuff to be paying attention. Yeah, to just sit on the sidelines and go, oh, wow, that sucks. That's not what, that doesn't
He doesn't
work.
want to paralyze you with fear. He wants to push you with fear.
Yes. You understand that
he wants to.
It's bad and getting worse. And if you don't get your ass with the program, it's going to all go away, which is probably going to go away. I have this. The more I see it, I think we as America, as the experiments and everything else. Yeah, I think we're getting ready to go the way of Rome and Greece.
Yeah, well,
that's what I think.
See, we did hit the mark. We did hit the we're past
250-year mark.
Yeah, we passed the 200-year mark and everything else, and that by itself is just astronomical feat.
No,
especially for a society that we have.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean, you're probably right. We're on the decline, on the way down from in the way of Rome and all the rest of it, and the ancient Greeces and the Romans and stuffs.
We're gonna no longer be in power and
no longer have
not just be in power. That's not even.
There's going to be a despot that's going to take over. It's going to be a tyrannical reign of government eventually.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
And it's going to suck. And then we're going to get up and we're going to be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, we're going to end up like Russia and everywhere else.
No, we're going to and then we're going to wait about 50 years. And then we're going to be, this is bullshit. We're doing something else.
No, and it won't work because you'll just be taken over.
Yeah, and then we'll have another 300 years of people doing bullshit.
Yeah. It's not good.
I don't know what that is, and that's scary.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I could have spent the rest of my life without seeing that. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, Amtrak. Wow.
Neurodivergent slug. My day was already a downer, guys. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, same here.
Welcome to our world.
Welcome to your life. Sorry.
Yeah, oblivion flickering over here. So the doctor can't watch unvaccinated patients die, but the horrible deaths of vaccinated patients doesn't bother him.
No.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
No.
It's no problem at all.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
Sorry, America, the vaccine isn't working, so we're going to have to insist that you get more of it.
Yeah. More and more and more
And
more and more.
And more. What
And
are
the
you
mores.
what are you doing?
I'm doing something here.
Oh,
all right?
okay.
I'm doing stuff.
I was like, wait a second. We're putting something up there? What are we doing?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna put something up there.
You want to play?
Yeah, I want to find the things. Where's the things? Is this
That?
the things? No, that's that wrong things. That's the wrong things. I want this one. This is. What I
this
want.
is the one. Okay.
This is what I want.
This is. You want to be a little PO'd?
Or more than a little.
Okay. Here, I'm going to.
If you want to be a little more than a little PO'd,
Yeah. So we obviously know that America literally booked it
yeah,
out of Afghanistan. They kind of left some things behind.
a lot of things behind.
Yeah, well, a few things.
They
They left some stuff.
Maybe some more than a little.
It was a couple things here and there.
Pretty much a lot.
It was more than just somebody's wallet and
it was
credit
a
card
lot.
and things like that.
It was a lot.
Yeah, that's well.
That's the yeah.
I mean, it's only guns and
Simtex,
lots of guns,
grenades, and rocket launcher, and
explosives,
and
C4 in there.
C4,
Yeah.
all the gear like your helmets and your chest,
flak jackets,
and
saws,
look,
AK-47s.
It's there. Hey, they're standing there.
Yeah, those are M16s
look.
with grenade launchers.
Oh,
I think
my.
it was M20. Is it M23? I don't know.
So, the really nice rucksack.
Yeah, the rocket launchers, flak jackets,
yeah,
helmets,
yeah.
and piles upon piles upon.
They literally just piled it up.
Yeah, they did. Look at it all.
Just set it up in different piles.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say,
This is
as
Christmas.
we look at the goodies that we, not at that look.
Oh.
As long as we look at the goodies that the Taliban have gotten for Christmas this year,
Yeah.
early from us. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
I think that the government owes us more than just $300 as an early child tax credit.
I think so, yeah, because this is a lot of wasted
That
money.
is a lot of money that came out of taxpayers' pocket.
And remember that they all come with ammunition.
Oh yeah, no,
all of
they're
this
all
has
noted.
All of this has ammunition, and way more ammunition than just the ammunition to fire at once. you
Yeah,
know?
no, they have a stockpile. Like they didn't get anything out.
This is not. Everything is here. Everything.
I want a much bigger refund than just the $3,000 child credit and half of it early.
Yeah, I know. I want more.
I want a lot.
Look, if you're giving this away
at
to
this rate,
Afghanistan,
at this rate, I want no.
can I get 2 of those?
Yeah, I want.
Can I get 2 of those? I just want 2
Well,
of
no,
those.
Afghanistan's not going to give it to us. No, I want.
Not Afghanistan, America.
I want.
Since you're giving it away.
I want the next 5 years of not having to pay any taxes.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You wasted my money. I'm not paying a cent in taxes. Screw you.
Look
Why?
at this.
This is insane.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
It's just.
It's a sea of weaponry.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that we could be there to help you.
We could be of service to give all of this weaponry to you.
You're welcome, terrorists.
What can I say except
you're welcome? So I'm Miss Prime over on Twitter at DOA Show. I'm just waiting for the U.S. government to give me pallets of cash and stacks of weapons and drones since I'm an extremist and all. Yeah.
Right. Right?
Yeah, but you're a white extremist.
It's very different.
Different.
So different, yeah. Yeah. You can actually speak English. Very different thing.
I want to watch this movie. Thank you. The girlfriend over on Twitter. This is Sparta!
Yeah, that's bad.
I really want to watch this again.
Yeah, well,
I've been wanting to watch it for a while.
It's a
actually.
good movie.
It is.
300.
Just sidebar real fast. Did you know that the whole kick was not planned? That was not part of the movie.
Really?
It wasn't.
Oh.
He was supposed to yell that.
Spur of the moment?
It was a very spur of the moment thing, and they loved it.
It made so much sense.
Ran it in. Yeah, it was.
It worked so well, and I think because it was spur of the moment, it worked better.
That's what made it work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said. It was.
Good thing it was on a green screen.
Oh yeah,
with some padding underneath.
Yeah, but no, it was because it was the padding was there to imply the hole and all that jazz. But no, it was supposed to be. He was supposed to, I think, stab him or something. It was supposed to be something very kind of melodramatic, but just kind of real quick, just up and like that. And the last minute,
no,
he's
the
like,
kick.
He just kind of went
so much
no
better.
and
Like busting your door kick.
Yeah.
Is what you need with that.
Donkey kick is what I call it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oblivion Flickering, a Washington spokesperson said that it would cost millions of dollars for every billions of dollars worth of the military equipment that we ship back from America. That would be like spending $1 just to save 1,000. We simply don't see the logic in wasting money like that.
Then blow it up. You take one bomb, put everything in one place, blow it up.
I mean, we did that.
If you're going to waste it, if that's what you're going to do, if you're going to waste it, that's fine.
That was
blow it up.
That was where was that?
That was
at?
Saigon.
No, and I know that. But
They
no,
did it in Vietnam and
there
all
was
that?
something else. There was another one. It was in the Middle East. Daggone it. It was from where the movie Black Hawk Down came from. That's what they do with that kind of stuff. If
You take off the pieces of equipment that are necessary to take off, so nobody can get the information.
If you can't,
You blow it up.
Blow that sucker up.
You make sure that nobody can ever use it again.
Yeah, if you can't get in to get it out, you send a plane because that's a hell of a lot faster for them than for them to try and get anything.
You drop
to it.
one bomb and you let it go.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. That's all you had to do was just make sure it was all stockpiled in one place and blow it up. What's the problem with that? How is that How is that an issue? Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It would cost so much more money to get it back. Okay.
No, and I get that, but you shouldn't have left it in the first place.
You shouldn't have left it in the first. Like that's people's equipment. That's their gear. Why didn't you let them take their gear on their body?
Yeah, that's another one. Well, they did. They probably did. It's extras, like just in case.
That's a lot of extra.
You don't know the military very well, do you?
I mean, that's a lot of extra.
Neurodivergent slug. What are the odds that we're going to see those weapons on our soil used in terrorist attacks?
10 years max.
I give it to you too.
I give you 10 years max.
It may not even be that long.
Yeah, it may not even take that long. Not with our current government. With our current government, it'll be next year. That sucks.
This is Defenders Live.
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. Standard operating procedure has always been to destroy any equipment and intel that you can't take with you. So the only thing I can think of is that someone ordered them not to. Sorry.
So what?
He had something in his throat.
Did he?
Yeah. It was,
Did you too?
No, I was.
Oh,
I was
you were
reading
making
his
sure
tweet
to. Yeah. Okay. You were reading it as he would say.
as he would have said it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm an actor at heart, and
Right.
I'm trying to perform as if I were him.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Sodium's Prime also had DOA show. We had to leave them for the enemy so we can justify going back because
The enemy
reasons.
and stuff.
Stuff and things and
things and stuff.
Yeah.
Adam W. Johnson. So apparently, the government is also doing Fast and Furious sequels.
That was good. I liked that one.
That works.
And they're going to fail just as bad as all the other
The
ones.
first one, yeah. Oh.
They haven't had a Fast and Furious sequel in the Middle East.
Nope. They haven't.
They do now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because they had one in Japan.
I know.
Tokyo Drift.
Well, and they just did the one in the jungles of the Philippines too.
Right.
Taiwan
They had
or
a
whatever it
Russian
was.
one.
No.
I think they stayed out of China and the Middle East. And Africa. They haven't been to Africa yet.
Well, like I said, they've been in the Middle East now. So there you go.
It was.
Fan-damn-tastic.
That's right.
Let's see. A Northeast Texas school district recently made facial coverings a required part of the district's dress code in a bid to circumvent Governor Greg Abbott's ban on masks.
It's still a mask mandate.
But it's a dress code.
Yeah, dress codes suck.
It doesn't do anything. Quote, For health reasons, masks are required for all employees and students to mitigate flu, cold, pandemic, and other communicable diseases.
Then why haven't we been doing it for the past 200 years?
And once this whole COVID thing goes away, and eventually they will move on to something else. Once it is finally done and gone and moved on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue to force people to wear them for everything else? Again, why were you not worried about it before when, there was Ebola in the country? Why aren't you worrying about it when it comes to, hepatitis B and all these other, diseases and things out there? Why are you swimming in fresh water in North Carolina when there's a brain-eating amoebas?
And yet,
you're not
it's now a mandated dress code to wear a face mask in school.
Yeah, but you don't, again, the state, like in North Carolina, is it mandating you wear nose plugs?
To go swimming.
Right. So his motion to add, whose motion? You skipped it too much.
Sorry.
That was by a Paris Independent School District Board, Dr. Bert Strom.
Yeah.
Said in a motion during an emergency meeting on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
See, they were so hell-bent on making sure that this happened and trying to get around it that they made an emergency meeting. His motions to add masks to the dress code was later approved in a 5-1 vote. That, according to Paris News, the unusual measure was an obvious retaliation against Abbott's statewide order issued last month.
But it's still a mandate. You're still forcing the kids to wear a mask.
Mm-hmm. In an accompanying statement, board members argued that nothing in the governor's order allows him to usurp the authority over schools in the district.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, that they basically, he can't tell us what to do. We're the school. It's different. It's a private entity, even though it's not a private entity.
It's not.
The board, quote, the board believes the dress code can be used to mitigate communicable health issues and therefore has amended the PISD, that would be the Paris,
with the dress code,
district, dress code to protect our students and employees, end quote.
So we've decided to circumvent the law with this weird loophole.
The quote, the Texas governor does not have the authority to usurp the Board of Trustees' exclusive power and duty to govern and oversee the management of public schools in the district. Nothing in the government's executive order number 38 states he has superseded Chapter 11 of the state's educational code, and therefore the board has elected to amend its dress code consistent with its statutory authority, end quote. Screw you, you wheelchair rolling bastard. We're going to do what we want. That's what they said.
Yeah. You killed Grandma.
By rolling over her.
In an SUV.
The news comes as Abbott's mask mandate ban faces legal challenges in the state's court system. The ban is subjected to a temporary restraining order by a district court judge last week as coronavirus cases were on the rise in the state. But on Sunday, Texas Supreme Court sided with the governor, upholding the ban.
Okay, so the Texas Supreme Court,
the highest court as that land goes,
has said that in Texas, the ban on requiring and mandating face masks is still in effect.
Yes.
And you as a school district have decided that you're going to try and circumvent it by saying, oh, well, it's not a mandate of face masks.
See,
it's a mandate of dress code, and that's very different.
Yeah, the problem with that is you as the school, you can make your, the employees and the teachers and all that wear masks.
Yeah, you can do that all we want.
You can't make the children.
Right.
Like, that's the kicker. That's where you overstepped. And I get where you're trying to be smart and slick, and that's fine. But so you're right on that part. The governor has no say when it comes to you mandating for your employees that you have to wear a mask.
Right.
That is your business. That is your company. You do it as you will, and you will suffer the consequences.
But the children
thereof.
are a different story.
The children come from all over and do not have the right to force them. Just like you don't have the right as a company to, you could refuse business if you want to, but it's not, you can't mandate it.
Yeah.
Can't force people to wear a mask to come to the door because the kids have no choice. Where else are they going to go to school?
They can't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's not like you go to McDonald's and walk in there and it's like, sorry, you can't come in here without a mask or a vaccine or both.
And then
in this
you just
case.
go to Burger King.
Then you just go screw
Wendy's
you and go to Taco Bell or whatever.
Wendy's
don't
or whatever.
go to Taco Bell.
Don't go to Taco Bell.
But yeah, that's how that works. Paris board Paris school board move was touted by some, but reviled by others. No. Yeah, among the critics was parent Joshua Voren, who told the Paris News that his child suffered mental health consequences as a result of the district's mask mandate last year. Quote, shame on you. End quote. That's all.
That's it. Shame on you. Good enough.
He just walked in, pointed, and said, shame.
Shame on you.
Yeah. That's what he said as he exited the board meeting following the vote. He, along with several parents and staff members, urged the board to allow families to decide for themselves whether or not their children should wear a face covering, according to the outlet. Mm-hmm. The U.S. Center for Disease Control, Prevention, and
Public Health
and Intervention, it should be applied there. Intervention.
Intervention.
They intervene on everything. And other public health agencies have recently re-upped recommendations that Americans wear a mask indoors to prevent the spread of Delta variant, even if they're vaccinated, which they can't test, by the way, because they don't have a test for the Delta variant. They literally just pulled that out of thin air.
Yeah, there is no Delta variant test. It's just a test for the COVID.
The only the Delta variant is their way of being able to say that to justify
COVID's back.
Now, is there a way to be able to justify why people who have gotten sick or have gotten vaccinated are getting sick again?
Yeah, it's just a way to say yeah.
Or not even again, just still getting sick. It's like how are you getting sick? You got vaccinated. You told me. No, it must be a variant.
Yeah, it's a variant.
It's not a variant.
It's not, and they can't tell if it is even still.
No, because they can't test for it.
You can't test.
Abbott, in defense of his ban on mask mandates, has characterized the issue as a choice between freedom and control. Quote, the path forward relies on personal responsibility, not government mandates, end quote. He said this earlier this month, according to NBC News.
Yeah, and that is true. The path forward does rely on personal responsibility, but he being the governor, having to pass a mandate to force schools to force themselves to allow personal responsibility. Mm-hmm. When you have to mandate the allowance of personal responsibility because people just want to be that big of a douche, it's a problem.
Just a tad.
Just a bit.
Just a tad. Let's see. Excuse me. Amtrak over there. If you can get Americans to wear a hijab, then you can get them to wear a mask.
Yep.
Possibly.
Yep.
Neurodivergent Slug also on Twitter, does requiring facial covers as a dress code also make their Muslim students feel safer?
Probably.
It's a good question. Let's see. Sweatmas Prime on Twitter. Technically speaking, every at DOA show is a mandate. Thank you.
I'll give you that one.
I'll
let it go. I'm gonna let that slide. All there is.
Not on a mandate. You don't let nothing slide on a mandate. That's disgusting.
Ew.
That's just nasty.
That's not right.
How dare you?
It's not right at all.
Never give it up on the first date.
No, you got to make sure to push it.
Make them work for it, honey. Okay.
So in Chicago, there's a pharmacist.
There was a farmer in Chicago.
No, pharmacist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was.
No.
That doesn't roll.
Doesn't work that way. Who allegedly sold genuine CDC vaccination cards on eBay.
That's awesome.
He was arrested, according to the U.S. Justice
You know what
Department.
they're going to do? I don't know if they've done it. They might have been smart in advance. If they haven't, they will now. Those suckers are going to be
holographic.
Coded in some way, to where they can know if it's real or not. It's also going to be numbered.
Well, no, they can't number them because they've already passed out so many.
Oh, that's right.
So if they started numbering it, they're like, "Oh, we're only going to accept the numbered ones." Then you have to go back and get another, and people are going to know.
Well, they have to go for boosters anyway.
That's right. That's true.
So they just get a whole new card. Because obviously, if you can go in for a booster, they'll have the card, and all they got to do is just your card is now this one, and it'll be numbered. I'm telling you, they're going to find a way to start doing that just for this thing.
This gentleman, whose name sounds exactly like pots falling down a set of stairs.
How dare you, sir? That was an Asian joke.
It was.
That was a stereotypical Asian joke.
Yes, it was.
Now we're going to be banned for the Detroit Tigers Broadcasting Network. Son of a bitch.
Son of a gun.
I was so looking forward to watching Detroit play this year.
Right. Are you done now?
Go ahead. I'm
okay.
I couldn't even. It's such a bad joke. It was so like I don't want to go and don't care.
Yeah,
it's like,
wow. I just made myself sad on that one.
I did. It's like, God, I really don't want to go watch.
Tang Tang Jow. You thought I was joking.
No, but like I just when you say Tang and you see the first part of it is Tang, all I think about is that orange nasty drink that
Space OJ.
that your mom used to buy that was cheaper, and she would convince you that no, this is the same thing as Sunny Delight. No, it's not.
It is not the same.
That is some orange drink. Sunny D at least had a little bit of actual juice in it. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on.
Sunny Delight is also an orange drink.
Yeah, but again, there's actually real orange juice in it. At least some.
It's like
Tang is not.
Sunny D is orange juice and Tang mixed together with a
Yes,
whole bunch of water.
But it's real orange juice still. Tang
Just
is not.
Smidge, man. It's
doesn't-
just a smidge.
And that is that smidge is a ton more than in Tang. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference in the taste.
That's true. That's
Still
true.
tastes like.
So anyway, Tang Tang Chow, who's 34 years old, allegedly sold 125 cards and 11 different purchasers in March and April.
Nice.
He's charged with 12 counts of theft of government property.
Huh.
The indictment listed an approximate sum paid for multiple batches of cards. For instance, there were multiple 10-card batches listed, with the amounts paid ranging from $88 to $117.40.
Dude, I'd pay $100 for 10 of those things.
I wouldn't.
The bullshit I would too. I would.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I wouldn't.
Why?
No.
Why? Just be what, the efficacy of it, or just the fact?
One, I don't have the money, and two, no.
Oh no, I would make.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not buying that. No.
Why not?
No.
You keep saying no. I'm wanting
just
an
not-
answer.
I'm
It's
not-
called having a discussion.
I'm
Why?
not paying for that
Why?
because I don't want it.
Would you rather have to go for the shot?
I'm
To
not
get
going
the
for
card?
I'm not going for the shot either.
So that means, so if they actually crack down, which is what I fear we're heading towards, they actually do everything that they talk
Come to
about
my
wanting
house.
to do.
Come to my house.
No, I'm not even talking about that part of it, but you literally can't go anywhere or do anything else without it. Now, bear in mind,
Try and stop me.
just a thought.
Try and stop me.
Just a thought. If the hospitals and stuff are doing this and they're going all this route with CDC's pushing all this stuff and blah, blah, just a thought for all of you out there. Anybody that happens to be on any bit of government assistance, I'm going to bet you at some point your benefits are going to be at risk
Right. All of them.
because you haven't gotten the
all
jab.
of them, all of your benefits. If you are on the VA toll, if you are on disability, if you are on any of the rest of it,
food stamps,
all of it.
unemployment, anything.
there's a chance
they're going to become
they're
conditional.
going to start pushing
based off of whether you get the shot or not. So you better be prepared
to not have to worry about using that anymore.
to not have that anymore.
Yeah, be prepared.
And that's what I'm saying. So in
Yeah.
that situation, you lose all of that stuff, whereas all you have to do is you could produce a fake card like that says, yes, I'm good.
I'm just saying I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it.
I don't care. I'd pay for it and sell
I'm
it out to
just
other
not
people.
paying for it.
No, I get what you're hinting at. I'm saying I would pay for it and then
I don't know what you mean hinting at. Anyway,
I would pay for it and then resell it for a profit.
quote, knowingly selling the COVID vaccine card to unvaccinated individuals puts millions of Americans at risk of serious injury or death.
Stop.
That came from Special Agent in Charge Emerson Bew.
That's buoy.
Bew.
Buoy.
Bew.
No, B-U-I-E. Buoy.
I know what it is, but it's Bew. Junior
Junior.
of the FBI Chicago field office.
Okay, first off,
All right, Junior.
selling the cards to unvaccinated individuals.
It's cards.
Hold on, he says knowingly selling.
Knowingly selling. You can't sell it unknowingly.
I was going to ask, how do you unknowingly sell
How
it?
do you unknowingly sell a COVID
Did you sell him a
vaccination?
book and you happen to have them stashed
There was
in
one
there?
in
It was
there.
an accident?
I mean, whoops.
Oh my God,
I
am
was
so
using it as a
sorry.
bookmark. I'm so sorry.
So
Oh,
sorry.
God. Actually, you know what? That's a good way to do it.
I know.
Sell a book and it was in there.
Conveniently, it's in a little flap in the back.
Already signed.
Kind of like the,
It's already signed and has
like
where it came from.
I don't know how anybody else's, states do, library cards and stuff, but you know how
Right.
when you would rent a book.
Oh, yeah, the
and it
slips
would
in
have
the
the little
back.
slit in the back with the,
Yeah.
and you always use it as a bookmark, but it had on there etched where it would, and it had the date on when it's supposed to come back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That
card.
that card.
You just have that sitting in back there with it
Yep.
instead. Like, oh, look, here's your thing.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen anybody unknowingly sell anything, but fine.
Whatever.
And the other side of it, you're putting them at serious risk of injury and death, sir.
Serious risk.
How is it that a nobody homeschooler like myself and then Steven can find, can go to the CDC. We could pull up the numbers ourselves and we can see it. How is it that you're going to say that
serious risk,
that he's going to be at serious risk or death? That doesn't make any sense. This is just as bad as them trying to say, because some states do inspections.
Yeah.
On your vehicle. I mean, most states do, sadly.
Yeah, ours does every year.
Ours does.
Every year.
There used to be a spot where we used to have stickers, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they don't do that.
They don't do them anymore, but we used to have stickers that go in the windshield. Made it easier for cops to go, oh, you don't have it, and it would be constantly pulled, and people bitched about it.
Or it's actually on the license plate.
Well, no, it is now, but they've linked them together. That's why. Anyway, they used to, that would be the same kind of thing. There'd be certain places would sell the stickers.
Yeah.
Or in a way, they would say the sticker's fine and then BS your inspection. That's the same thing. That's turning around and going, well, by selling those inspection stickers to people who haven't really gotten the inspection done, puts millions of Americans at serious injury, a risk of serious injury or death. No, it doesn't. It does not. It doesn't change anything. You jackass. Sweatimus Prime over on Twitter, at DOA Show. Every statement at Dylan Lyles needs to end with is a pause. And then Stephen Airy. You're an ass.
Sweatimus Prime also adding in there saying that at Real Ron Phillips won't be able to stop laughing long enough to suspend at Stephen Airy indefinitely.
That's true.
That is true.
It's okay.
Amtrak took my joke. I was thinking of Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bing Bang. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bing Bang. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, Ting Tang, Walla Walla Bang Bang.
Yeah, that's right.
I told the witch.
Walla Walla, Washington.
Wasn't that a song? What did they did? Offspring of Americana did that.
Ooh.
Walla Walla.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't.
It was from daggone it. What was the album? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, they did a song. It was called Walla Walla.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was like
Anywho.
going to prison
All right.
because he did something bad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was bad. So Hobby Lobby has been ordered to pay $220,000 to a transgender employee who had been barred from using the women's bathroom as he requested.
You forgot this.
And now for something completely different.
Hobby Lobby is ordered to pay $220,000 to a transgender employee who has been barred from using the women's bathroom as she requested.
Thank you.
The craft shop company tried to accommodate Megan Somerville's request that she transitioned a decade before being hired in 1998. I'm sorry. But the company drew the line at her choice of bathrooms. Quote, Hobby Lobby changed Somerville's personal records and benefits information to reflect her female identity, wrote the Illinois Second District Appellate Court. Justice Mary Seminara Shostak. Yep. However, Hobby Lobby refused to allow Somerville to use the women's bathroom at the store. Somerville claimed that the company's transgender rules caused her emotional toil that manifested in physical illness.
Physical illness?
Actually, that's because you didn't go in the bathroom you wanted to go into and so they wouldn't let you go in there. So you held it. And actually, that's a very bad thing for you to do, to hold. If you have to go number one or number two, it's actually bad for you to hold it. I know people who, make attempts to hold it for like, oh, I'll wait until I get done. No. The longer you hold it, the more you actually put yourself at risk of
the worst problems
your,
you have. Yeah.
Stuff. Mm-hmm. So that was what happened.
Yeah.
Instead of actually going along with it or going next door or whatever, you maybe not drinking so much water. I don't know.
Yeah.
Changing stores, changing jobs, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Hold
on.
What?
I'm just making. So I'm going to get her name here.
Megan Somerville?
Yeah, I want to find this real quick. I just want to see if they've actually fully...
This dudette?
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby's bathroom ban gave Somerville recurrent nightmares about bathrooms. I'm going to pause right there for just a moment. Just a moment. So because they said, hey, you can't come into that bathroom at all, then you suddenly start having nightmares of said bathroom? I'm just saying. It's a little weird to me. But anyway.
Okay.
She had the recurrent nightmares about bathrooms, being approached by men, and being physically assaulted and laughed at by them. Okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say, this one's good to go. Hobby Lobby should have just said, all right.
I mean, yeah, based off the pictures I'm seeing here too, I'm
gonna say Hobby Lobby should have just been like, yeah, well, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume surgeries have been done. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to say, hey,
at least
I'm in the middle of doing this.
At least the breasticles have done. That was a long time ago.
Allegedly.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, even that could just still all be padding and stuff. Like there's a difference between, like, and I hate that they won't ever let actual distinctions be drawn, because the moment you try to address it and be distinct about it, there's this huge issue. The thing is if you are a person who says, hey, I'm transitioning, I am a guy in a girl's thing, or whatever. Okay. That's one thing.
Right.
Anybody can say that. If you're doing that to just do that for whatever situation, then you're just doing that. And it's kind of hard for people to take you seriously.
Sure.
But if you go through the links of having surgeries and everything else done, then okay. Then I'm willing to kind of go along with it and be whatever. But the problem with it is there's too many people out there who are trying to use it as a platform to get attention, to feel like they're a part of something, whatever. There isn't the same thing as the people who constantly, yell rape or whatever. You've mitigated and lessened the severity of it, the actual impact of what it really means. There are people out there who desperately feel that they're in the wrong body, or they're having these situations or whatever, and I feel for them. I desperately do.
I mean, this was back from 1998, man. This is before the giant flux. I'm saying I'd have to say that this person kind of meant it.
Well, but here's the thing that I don't understand, though. How long is, and I'm trying to look in here, how long has this person worked for Hobby Lobby?
Well, back in 1998 is when they transitioned. They were hired in 98.
That person
Sorry.
was.
Yeah.
After being hired in 98. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I see it now.
The person, they transitioned a decade after being hired. So they were there for 10 years.
Yeah.
So 2008. Basically.
Yeah.
So 2008, they transitioned.
Give or take. I mean, my point is if you actually go through it, and I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not saying it's cheap, I'm not saying that.
No.
But if you're going to go through all of that, then, by all means, that you do what you want to do in that point. I don't care. I'm not going to. It's the people who, I'm non-binary, or I don't have this, or I don't do that, or I'm, and you're just trying to get attention, or you're having issues or whatever, and you're not dealing with them properly. I'm not going to accommodate that. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
I will agree that if you're going to go through, if the company itself is going to go through everything to change everything.
Yeah.
In the systems and everything else from guy to girl, then what would be the problem? And if they've been there in that particular store for long enough, then that means the people they work with should all know and understand.
They already know.
Which means that person's been going there for a while and into that bathroom, so why now?
Why is it a problem now?
Why is this particular store stopping now? Yeah. I don't think Hobby Lobby itself should have been held responsible. It should have been whoever suddenly decided to
say no.
At
that point.
Because again, they've been doing this for at least 10 years.
Like the HR department changed everything about the person.
Yeah.
They changed everything in the files, in the company files. Everything was her, female, whatever.
Yeah. And if this person's been there since 98, you know what I mean? Like, you've been there long enough. Like, you can't tell me that since 1998, you have never gone to the bathroom at your work once.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So neurodivergent slug over there on the Twitters. Yeah, I get you. Apologies. But unless the Twig and Berries is gone, no men in the women's bathroom. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying, too. Like, you've gone through the surgeries.
Right there with you.
you've made the commitment. You're not just somebody touting it going, oh, yes, no, I am a man and a woman in a man's body.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
No.
And from all aspects, outer aspects, it looks like that's probably happened.
Yeah.
For this person.
I'm guessing. And I mean,
maybe we're wrong.
And in all fairness, I actually, you know what? I'm going to throw a little caveat in there.
Okay.
Supposedly, this person has been this since
2008.
2008. And
Yeah.
probably, obviously, dealing with it longer than that.
Right.
But 2008 was when the switch was made.
Yeah.
Okay. That was, what, 10?
It was 13
12, 13 years ago?
Yeah.
That is plenty of enough time that person has lived and gone everything that, as through all that.
Yeah,
if
to
they
have all the
haven't,
time to
if they
transition.
haven't gotten to the point of fully getting it yet, though,
They're not.
lopped off.
Yeah.
I think I would give it to them.
Because you wouldn't know.
Yeah, at that point, you just wouldn't know.
If this wasn't a story, you would never know.
Exactly. So, anyway, but you know what I do know is you go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com for historically great coffee.
Oh, AmericanPrideRoasters.com?
Yes.
Oh.
Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth.
Very
The world
true.
sucks. You need something happy in your cup at least once in your life. So
Once in a while.
go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Don't forget to check out Mojo50.com, or you can go to iHeartRadio. Hit the
You
Mojo50
can.
radio app with a button right there.
Just hit like and follow.
Share.
All that good jazz. 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Go to our website.
DOAShow.com.
Oh, DOAShow.com.
Yep. DOAShow.com. Follow us on social media at DOA Show. Oh, don't forget, we will be rerunning tomorrow as we will be with the Wake County Liberty Caucus. We'll see y'all Friday.
Bye.